Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all our trade partners joining us today. Thank you for being with us for the Discover Seattle webinar, brought to you by Visit Seattle in association with Travel Biz Monitor. I'm Disha Ghosh from Travel Biz Monitor, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. On behalf of Travel Biz Monitor, I would like to thank Visit Seattle and Sartha Global Marketing for their collaboration and support in bringing this destination focused session to the Indian travel trade community. Today, we're going to discover Seattle beyond Alaska Cruise Gateway and explore the destination from a travel trade perspective. Our session will focus on Seattle's urban experiences and iconic attractions, nature and outdoor recreation, scenic drives, and its role as the gateway to the wider Pacific Northwest. We will also look at Seattle as a year round leisure destination and explore opportunities to include the destination in itineraries for different traveler segments. We are delighted to be joined by Ms. Bhavika Zariwala, Senior Director of Marketing at Sartha Global Marketing, and Ms. Ria Rakesh, Manager Marketing Sartha Global Marketing. A very warm welcome to both of you. Before we begin today's session, here are a few quick housekeeping notes to ensure a smooth webinar experience for everyone. All attendee microphones and webcams will remain switched off during the session. We encourage you to post your questions anytime in the Q&A tab. Questions will be addressed during the dedicated Q&A session towards the end. If you experience any technical issues, please refresh your browser or rejoin using the same webinar link. The webinar session is being recorded and will be shared with registered participants after the webinar. We request all participants to stay till the end of the webinar for the complete experience, including interactive session and Q&A. Before we move into today's destination presentation, we have a few quick poll questions for all our travel trade partners. We encourage everyone to participate and share your responses. Before we move into today's destination presentation, we are currently conducting a poll for our travel trade partners. We encourage everyone to participate and share your responses.
Very good afternoon, everyone. And on behalf of Visit Seattle, it's our pleasure to welcome all of our valued trade partners from across India to today's webinar. We really thank you for taking the time to join us. India remains one of the most important and fastest growing markets for Seattle, and we truly appreciate your support in promoting Seattle to Indian travelers. And thanks a lot for putting in your responses in the ongoing polls. It really helps us understand and gather market intel. So I think we have two questions left, if we can have them before we begin the call. So our current question is, have you already done bookings for Seattle? It would be great to hear from you on what's happening with your business. So it would be great if you could just key in your answer and submit it. And if we can have the last question before we begin. So I think we can now move on to the destination presentation. So big thank you to the Travel Biz Monitor team for bringing us all together here today. From Sartha Global Marketing, we represent Visit Seattle. So I'm Bhavika Jariwala, and I'm my colleague Ria, who is the trade manager for Seattle, who will be taking you through some of the experiences there. So let's dive into the presentation. We wanted to begin with some really fun facts about the destination. So I'm not sure if many of you know, but Seattle is a major gateway to the west coast of USA, and it's very well connected by one-stop flights via the Middle East, European carriers, as well as Pacific carriers. Seattle is surrounded by three national parks and has more than 485 parks within city limits. So, Seattle is really unique. It has the outdoor experience along with the urban experience. Washington State, which is where Seattle is located, is the second largest wine producing state in the US, and a lot of the world's most renowned wines come out of this region. Seattle is also home to the world's first Starbucks, which many of you are familiar with the brand. It's a popular coffee chain. It's still available to visit in its original shop with the original branding at the iconic Pike Place Market. So your clients can have that experience. And apart from that, we love our drinks. So there's a lot of wineries, breweries, and bars across the city, which also includes coffee bars. Moving on to the connectivity, Seattle is very well connected by the Atlantic as well as the Pacific route. So a lot of the airlines like Air India, Emirates, Qatar Airways, British Airways, United, Turkish Airlines, Singapore Airlines, as well as Lufthansa, they all connect via one-stop flights to Seattle. And most recently, Cathay Pacific launched its flights between Hong Kong to Seattle, which also connect from India. This was in March of this year. And on the cards is EVA Air, which is due to be launched. It's a Taiwan-based airline which is planning to operate in India by the end of the year, which is also going to connect to Seattle by a one-stop flight via their hub in Taipei. So Seattle is very well connected, and it also becomes a great point to get into the United States if your clients are planning a West Coast USA tour, as California can be a great road trip down from Seattle as well. Moving on, this is just an overview of the downtown area of Seattle. It's a very walkable city, and you really don't need to hire a van or a car. It's very easily accessible through public transport. And here are some of the ways you can explore Seattle. So you have the Link Light Rail, which connects the Seattle Tacoma International Airport to downtown Seattle in just 35 minutes. So it's pretty close from the airport, the downtown area. Then you have the Seattle monorail, which connects downtown to the Seattle Center and Space Needle, which is where all the action is. And of course, Seattle is a city by the water, so you also have the state ferries, which can be used to get around the region. And for clients, especially FITs, we really recommend using Uber, Lyft, and other taxi ride sharing apps to access the city. And you'll see in the next few slides why it's very walkable. Most of the attractions are in close vicinity to each other. Before we dive into the presentation, we have a brand video to give you a feel of Seattle.
You find me everywhere, from mountains to oceans. But my favorite spot? Seattle. No contest. This city just gets me. The rain, they love it. The trees, they live among them. The air, breathe it with me now. Seattle doesn't just sit back and soak it all in. They take what I give and turn it into magic. It's a city where evergreen trees grow alongside big, bold ideas, and flowers bloom next to art, culture, and unforgettable flavors. A city where every step, hike, or paddle reveals something new. An architectural wonder, a delicious bite, a moment worth savoring. So come walk my woods, breathe my air, feel my rain. As you explore a city framed by my natural beauty, visit Seattle, Mother Nature's city.
So I hope this video gave you a feel of the destination. Seattle is blessed to have the outdoors within the city limits, and that's one of the experiences that makes it very unique from the other US cities. And now I'd like to pass over to my colleague Ria, who will take you through the fun things to do and itinerary planning for Seattle. Over to Ria.
Thank you, Bhavika, for giving us an overview of Seattle. Now, exploring Seattle. Seattle is often called the Emerald City because of its lush greenery. With hundreds of parks and beautiful waterfronts, outdoor experiences are part of everyday life here. Whether your clients enjoy hiking, picnicking, cycling, or simply relaxing, Seattle offers something throughout the year for every person. Seattle has become one of America's most exciting culinary experiences. Your clients can enjoy guided food tours through Pike Place Market, which is one of America's oldest public markets, famous for its fresh seafood, artisan vendors, local specialities, and the world's first Starbucks center that Bhavika introduced us about. Due to the amazing coffee culture here, Seattle offers everything from iconic cafes to independent specialty roasteries, making it a must visit for coffee lovers. You can also visit nearby Woodinville Bound Country or explore local breweries and distilleries. For luxury travelers, Seattle offers refined experiences with Pacific Northwest charm. One can stay at the premium hotels like Four Seasons, Fairmont Olympic, Lotte Hotel, and Thompson Seattle. Beyond accommodations, you can also enjoy private yacht charters, seaplane rides, chef-led dining experiences, and exclusive wine country excursions. Now, Seattle is an excellent family destination. The children can enjoy attractions like the Seattle Aquarium, Museum of Flight, which is one of the world's largest and open air and space museum, Pacific Science Center, and Woodland Park Zoo, and the Seattle Great Wheel. The parents appreciate the walkability of the city. It's a mix of educational and outdoors experiences, which makes Seattle an ideal place for multi generational holidays. Now, this is one of my most favorite Seattle experiences to recommend. Families can explore Pike Place Market, pick up fresh artisan bread, smoked salmon, cheeses, and pack a picnic before heading to parks like Kerry Park, Discovery Park, Alki Beach. It's simple yet authentic experience that many visitors would remember long after the trip has ended. Now, Seattle is one of the most culturally diverse cities in the United States, and it is home to a large and vibrant Indian community. Throughout the year, the city celebrates festivals like Diwali and Punjab Fest, while winter brings the magical Seattle Christmas market at the Seattle Center. Not only that, Seattle is equally important for sports. It's home to the Seahawks in the NFL, the Mariners in Major League Baseball, and the Sounders in Major League Soccer and Kraken in ice hockey. Watching a live game of sports gives visitors an experience like the locals here. Now, Seattle was one of the major host cities of the FIFA World Cup, and it hosted six matches at the Lumen Field. Along with that, Seattle had world's first ever drone scoreboard, which was very much loved by the visitors here. Let us watch a glimpse of the world's first drone scoreboard here.
I think this was a very unique way to engage with all the travelers that were in Seattle for the FIFA World Cup. It is like set a world record as well, like Ria mentioned. It's the world's first drone scoreboard. It was also covered by the Indian media here. And yeah, it just looked really nice. Like you just see the sign saying, "See you soon, Seattle." Very warm and welcoming.
Now comes the most important part, the perfect 5 night itinerary for Seattle. So, day one, we suggest beginning with Seattle icons, the Space Needle and Julie Garden and Glass. The Space Needle is the most iconic attraction here in Seattle, which was built in 1962 for the World's Fair. The needle rises 605 feet above the Seattle Center and offers a 360 view of the city, the mountain range, as well as the water. It also features world's only revolving glass floor, which is some 150 meters in the air. Just below the Space Needle is the Chuli Garden in Glass that celebrates the epic glass art of Dale Chuli, who is a Washington born and raised renowned glass artist. A dual ticket with timed entry can be purchased for both Space Needle and Choli Garden and Glass, and both of these are located within walkable distance that makes it an ideal place to visit on the first day of your visit. This can be booked via Seattle City Pass or Seattle Tix.
Also, just to add to that, Ria, Space Needle also has a bar which is available, the Loopy Bar which is available, and it's a great way to kind of take in the sunset, soak in some city views. They also offer some craft snacks, so another great way to kind of relax on the first day once you arrive.
So day two is to explore the Pike Place Market, wherein you can also visit the original Starbucks and visit the Waterfront Children can enjoy the aquarium. So it's basically to understand the feel of what Seattle really has to offer. Day three, the visitors can visit the Museum of Flight before heading to Boeing's Future of Flight to experience the aerospace technology here. At Boeing, guests can visit the factory floor and see aircraft being built, ready to be sent around the globe. And at the Museum of Flight, you can also see everything from early planes prototypes to a NASA space shuttle. Now, the last day, you can wrap up your trip by experiencing coffee tasting. As we all are aware by now, coffee is immersed in Seattle's culture. You can also visit breweries, different kind of wineries, and enjoy the fresh seafood at fine dining restaurants. We can share the list of the restaurants with you after the webinar is over. Seattle also offers a variety of places that you can shop from before you leave the place. You can visit the University Village or Pacific Place, or relax at Kerry Park, Discovery Park, or Alki Beach for a beautiful city view from here. And you can also pack a picnic, like we mentioned in the previous slides, which gives a very different kind of an experience while you're sitting and watching the sunset at the parks. Now, one of Seattle's biggest selling point is that it serves as the perfect hub for exploring Washington state. Travelers can stay in Seattle while taking day trips to islands, mountains, national parks, and coastal regions. Let's talk about the San Juan Islands. So, San Juan Islands are perfect for clients who are looking for wildlife and nature. These are a ferry ride away or a quick float plane from Lake Union in downtown Seattle. The San Juans are also home to lavender fields, side trees, great hiking, and outdoor adventure. There are year-round pods of orcas and humpback whales in the spring, so it's possible to take a boat from downtown Seattle, like I mentioned. And for a half-day trip, you can also spot whales during the months of September and May. Now, Mount Rainier is within few hours of drive from Seattle, and it's one of the most popular national parks. Now, Mount Rainier also rises 4,393 feet from above of the ground, and it's a part of the Cascade Range. Visitors can enter the park year-round as a day trip to go snowshoeing, hike alpine meadows, or walk through the dark, deep forests. Now let's talk about the Olympic National Park. So the Olympic National Park is part of the Olympic Peninsula, which offers incredible diversity from mountain peaks to Hurricane Ridge and Hoh Rainforest, which is the only rainforest in the North America continent, and along with rugged beaches. The visitors can here self-drive or take a Bainbridge ferry with a rental car or join guided day trips from Seattle. Now, as we are all aware, Seattle is the North America's gateway to the cruise ports. Many travelers combine 5 nights in Seattle with a 7-night Alaska cruise. The major cruise lines departing from here are Norwegian, Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Holland America, all operating from bang middle of Seattle, which makes it extremely easy to package. Now, if your clients cannot experience Alaska cruise, they can still experience Seattle from the Argosy cruises, which offer harbor cruise, sunset cruise, happy hour sailing, and the famous logs cruises. It is the best way to experience Seattle from water. Now, the Seattle Travel Planner app is the best way to plan your itinerary. It is available on iOS, Windows, as well as the web. So you can discover different kinds of attractions, hidden gems of the city. So it's a very easy way to kind of plan your itinerary through the app. Now, we recommend becoming a Seattle certified destination expert through completing a 6 course uh, destination course, which you can easily wrap up in an hour's time. You can either scan this QR code on your screen or visit Seattle Destination. We highly recommend completing this course because this will give you an in-depth knowledge of the destination, and uh, once you complete the course, you will be a certified Seattle destination expert. Now we have come towards the end of the presentation and it's quiz time. So I would now hand it over to Bhavika to conduct the quiz. Over to you,
Thanks
Bhavika.
a lot, Ria, for the wonderful update on Seattle. So, guys, I hope this presentation was very useful and educated you on the city of Seattle. So now we have a quick trivia, which will be so you have the questions on the screen. All you need to do is put in your answers in the Q&A box, and the first person to enter the right answer wins a goodie bag all the way from Seattle. So, our first question is, which iconic market in Seattle is home to the world's first Starbucks? And we have a couple of answers already. And I think Manish Seni is, my apologies. I think it's Nidhi Patil who has answered it correctly first. So, Nidhi Patil is the first winner of today's quiz. Moving on to the next question. What famous observation tower offers panoramic views of Seattle skyline? This has also been famous through the Sleepless in Seattle movie, which is a Tom Hanks starring movie, and we also covered it in today's presentation. So the first person who's answered it correctly is Darshana Chopra. The answer is Space Needle. So congratulations. Moving on to the next question. Which major global football event Seattle hosted matches for in 2026? This is a really easy one. Let's see who wins this. We also spoke about the drone scoreboard that we had to kind of celebrate this large event, once in a lifetime event. And correct answer is the first person to provide the correct answer, Shivani Kadam. Congratulations, you win this round. Our fourth question is, which national park is a popular day trip from Seattle? This is a really easy one, guys. We spoke about it. It's just 3 hours away from Seattle. It's one of the most popular parks here, and it makes for a great road trip as well. So let's see who wins this. Scanning for the right answers, and I think Jay Shekaran Selvane, you win this round. Congratulations. Our next question is, which famous aviation company offers a factory tour near Seattle? One of the largest manufacturers of airplanes worldwide, and another great addition to the Seattle itinerary, making it a very complete experience. So let's see who wins this. Scanning for the right answer. I think it's Debashish Bardan. Congratulations, you are the winner of this round. And that's all the questions that we have for today. It's great to see all the answers pouring in, guys. Thanks for paying attention and being here. And I think that brings us to the end of our session today. So we'll now have any Q&As. If you have any questions that we can kind of answer, please do feel free to put them into the chat box. And just so you know, a follow-up email will be sent tomorrow by the Travel Biz Monitor team, which will include a lot of our resources, itineraries, DMC lists, as well as our official travel trade website where you can find more information. And also under the handouts, you will see there are a lot of PDF files that you can also download right away. And now to open to any questions if you may have them. I think I would. We have our first question from Arun. Seattle and Vancouver are twin cities. How many days would be ideal to cover both places? So, as a Visit Seattle rep, I would recommend that your clients make Seattle their base, and we recommend at least 5 nights to see the city. 3 nights is too rushed. I think all of us are now looking for slow travel where we can unwind and go at an easy pace. And 5 nights makes it very perfect to explore the city with its iconic attractions as well as the culinary scene and the outdoors, because these are the three big things to explore in Seattle. Great question, though. So currently, Seattle is being sold as a pre or post trip after the Alaska cruise. So what we recommend is including it as a part of any West Coast itinerary that you're planning for your clients. It's also a great road trip to, kind of begin in Seattle, have your clients fly to Seattle direct, whether it's by a Middle Eastern, European, or a Pacific carrier, and then continue their road trip down over to Oregon and California. That could be a great 15-day itinerary in itself. And Seattle is a year-round destination, so it's great to visit it. Whether it's fall, whether it's spring, whether it's winter time, or summer, of course, it's great to visit year-round. And what you'll see is particularly in the springtime, the kind of flora and fauna that you see across Seattle is very different from the rest of the world. Do we have any more questions? I think there are no more questions, so we can come to the closing of the webinar. So really, we thank you for your time today. Thanks a lot for joining us. And we really hope this session has given you valuable insights into everything that Seattle has to offer. And we hope we've inspired you to consider Seattle to be a part of your USA travel portfolio, whether it's for families traveling to the US, any FIT segment, even MICE for that matter. In the past, we've seen a lot of incentive travel go into Seattle as well. And of course, even the group tours can include Seattle because it's very unique from the rest of the West Coast destinations. And what's the best sell for Seattle is that it's a city within the outdoors. So the outdoors are so close and a part of the city, actually. You really don't have to get away. Having about 480 parks within the city says a lot about itself. And we have a great culinary scene. We're a great base for, a West Coast trip or, the Alaska cruise. So we really look forward to your support to sell Seattle to the Indian market, and we're excited to work with you on this closely. So Ria and me will have our emails as well in the follow-up email. Please do reach out to us for any kind of support that you need, whether it's for itinerary planning, for DMCs, anything. Please do reach out to us. Even if you need any images, we have a great media library available. We're also happy to conduct smaller trainings for your teams as well. So please do let us know. And thank you once again for your time and participation. We're very excited to welcome your clients to Seattle very soon. And over to Disha.
Thank you to all our trade partners for your excellent questions and active participation. And a big thank you to Ria and Bhavika for sharing your thoughts and answering the questions for our audience. As we conclude today's Discover Seattle webinar, I would like to give my sincere thanks to Bhavika and Ria, who handled marketing at Sartha Global Marketing, for joining us today and sharing valuable insights into Seattle and its drivers' travel experiences. A special thank you to Visit Seattle and Sartha Global Marketing for bringing this session to our Indian travel trade community. We hope today's webinar has helped you discover Seattle beyond Alaska as a cruise gateway and provided you with valuable destination knowledge and inspiration to consider Seattle for your clients. Thank you once again to all our travel trade partners for joining us and participating so actively throughout today's session. We look forward to connecting with you again soon. Have a wonderful day ahead and thank you very much for joining in today.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.